Howdy! This took a while, but there was an Easter in the way, so and lots of stuff that I had to or wanted to do instead. You know, social life, real life instead of this one. Okay, what am I going to do with my resin? The thing is that there are lots of stuff to do with this Irodori festival thing. There's a new banner, and I'm not gonna wish on this one either. Oh, sorry, either. I don't know if there's anything left in the chasm. At least one quest I know that that is still there. And we don't have another story quest, as far as I know. I'm quite sure. But I still have these if I want to do anything with it. Hey! The 24th. I don't know how Easter works and how these dates go. It's just like people say that Easter is now, so I'm usually doing with that. We had Easter this weekend, and actually it caused, not in my work because we were working throughout these times. Actually, it was a much busier work these times. But other than that, there were more not work days, you know, celebration holidays given out. Work holidays. I think that's the expression that I'm looking for. There were work holidays. Then in Christmas. So Easter is a bigger celebration, maybe, or because at Christmas people are going shopping much more. Probably that's the reason behind. So they are opened for more. Easter is like, who cares? Everybody just buy some chocolate eggs and that's it. Okay, so we have this quest here. This quest is an ongoing one. I started this, I just forgot it. Happens. Orthodox Easter. Okay, so that's a religious thing that I don't know anything about, you know. I'm an atheist. Kinda. Officially, I'm Roman Catholic, but that was like, I don't know. I was basically born to it. My parents and their parents and you know, the heritage decided that I would be Roman Catholic, but I know our family was never like this religious type. Yeah, I know that it's a religious holiday. It's more like a tradition around us. It's not. We're not following it because of religion. It's more like because everybody in the family has done it, and now it would be lame not to, you know. It's like saying that Halloween is crap because it's an American holiday. No, Halloween is still fun, and Easter is still fun. People can gather together and like families can have their together time with these. If there's no other reason, then this is it. So it's not a bad thing. I don't think that religion has to be. It might be the origin of it, but I don't think that it has to be the only reason to go for it. Okay, what am I doing? First of all, I'm gonna see what's with the cat. Yeah, but so it's like a religious holiday, but I kinda... It doesn't matter to me, you know. It's everybody with their own thing, so I'm not... not at all trying to look religion because I'm an atheist. It's not anything on that level. It's my personal disbelief, basically. It's not that. I appreciate those people actually who are having religion and being religious in a traditional way, not like not like using it as an excuse. You see what I mean? Yeah, that's basically it. It's more like for us it's more like a cultural thing than it's a religious thing. But that's more like a feeling. So if I would be religious, it would be probably more important in a religious way, and it would be alright that way as well, I guess. Well, who knows? I don't know. What if, Marvel will make a series on it? Oh, you're here. The Stoneman says that he's just about done. So it's like the 4th time and he's still not done. Huh. Come with me. The Stone Human is just over there. Okay. Talk to Ushima Junpei. Still up there? Yeah. Oh, it's done. I think it's done. It will not look better, I guess. Looks cool, actually. Phew, we're almost done here. This was a big job, if I have ever done one. Oh, it's you, and the Lady Priestess too. Hey, she's here. How is it? Is the statue complete? Yes, it is, as you can see. I actually left a little extra stone here. I was just waiting for the Lady Priestess to return before I chipped it off. That was very thoughtful of you. Well, of course, shrine statues must be treated with the utmost formality after all. I mean, that's ugly. Whatever. Yeah, it's knocking on stone such an important thing. Well, how should I say this? Usually, things that we make into statues are all very important. Paimon, you should probably get a statue of food made. Hey, that's rude, but true. So, you make statues of good things, you mean? Well, I'd say that you're better than just good. Statues are what you'd call memorials to eternity, after all. No, this isn't some memorial to eternity. I only wish that Hibiki can look upon this statue should she return and be unable to find her way here. That way, she will know where to go and not get lost. Oh, I see. Lady Priestess, you really do care a lot about this Hibiki, huh? Neko. Hibiki will be back anytime after all. Also, she and Domeki said that something good would happen once the stone was complete. Well then, Stone Human, do you require me to do anything else? Well, not really. Well, since you're here, Lady Priestess, I can chisel that last bit of stone off now. 3, 2, 1. It turned into the shape of a cat. What in the world? Oh. But when did they... They didn't even say... Oh, what's with this cloud? Okay. Tell me the show. What in the world? It's Hibiki, huh? Hibiki? Yeah. It must have been Hibiki. A good thing happened, just like she said it would. It's just like she said, it's just like she told me. A good thing would happen if that stone was complete. Wonderful, this is wonderful. What she said was true. Yes, she will certainly return. Maybe that's... maybe if something is true, that doesn't mean that everything is true. Ooh, hooray! I don't know what's going on exactly, but given how pleased the Lady Priestess looks, this must indeed be a good thing. Neko. With your help, the shrine is beautiful again. The offering box has been repaired. The prayer rack has been fixed. The stone has been built too. Now Hibiki will definitely return, won't she? And Domeki, Genome, and all of Hibiki's friends too. They'll come back with her for sure. You're a good person. Better than that meal. Hibiki will like you for sure. I must call all those little rascals together and make plans for her return. And yes, of course, the many people who will come to visit the shrine, I will need to give instructions concerning that as well. And there are all their other matters that must be settled first. Oh, Hibiki, this is wonderful, wonderful. Cat in the clouds. Finished. So what about the celery? Is the cat back there? Yeah. Oh. We have more of these stones around. In the shape of a cat. Alright, so... Not that. Achievement is... Witness a good thing come lately together with Neko, the provisional head priestess of Assassin Shrine. But is that the end of it? What the hell is it? Oh. Preview page. I don't know what that is. Okay. So, expedition reward. If I would end this quest line, which is probably still not ended, then I would get... I think I would get the... What's it called? The thing that signals that I finished an Inazumon quest. What's... Reputation. Reputation reward. So it's probably not finished at this point. But who knows when? How many quests? Because she still doesn't understand that Hibiki is not going to return. And we still didn't tell her. Okay, so with the resin, I think I'm gonna go for the animal hypostasis. It's not Aleph. I think it's the Electro. What's this one's name? Because I would like to level up Sucrose. Really? Wait, what? Okay. Let's get away with this one. Oh, I haven't fought this guy for a long time now. I think when I got 20, that was the time. There you go. Beth. Beth is the name. Okay. And 4. Well, one more. There you go. 3 of them. How many? Only 3 do I have. Crit attack. Well, who knows what will be. Should I do the dailies as well? Let's go with the main reason that I'm online. Then the rest. I think go to the Ritu docks. But I have to be there at the exact time. Am I not? Oh, and there's even the Mechanicus. I haven't played any. I played Satisfactory. Oh, I played so much Satisfactory. Oh. Okay, what's the time that I have to be here? Eh. It doesn't tell me. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't need any time. Any other time. Definitely want to take a picture. Yeah. Whom should I use? Redo. And who would fit? Who would fit there? I guess no one else. Oh, okay. Then where's Ayato? There you are. Okay. How will this look? That's the question. Let's make these things disappear. Thinking. Alpha pose. No, stand by. Okay, let's see. What's the look on our face? Should I make it with the boat? Ship? Okay, maybe not that face.
少し慣れないな。手合わせならいつでも付き合おう。
Let's try it like this, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Okay, this will be more like it. I don't know about this head. Just default, I guess. The finger somehow disappears. It's not good.
珍しく丘に長くいるせいか少し慣れないな。
Okay, this will be alright. It's just let's see some background blur. Oh, it will not work because there's two characters there. Not the same distance. Would you drink something, Beto, please? Would you? There you go. And just a normal one. Okay. This will go for the next thumbnail, maybe. We'll see. Okay, let's put Lisa back. Hmm?
元気にしていたでござるか。姿の彩り祭には道案内の者がいると聞いたが、まさかお主らであったとは。
No one would have. Why am I so pale? Is it because this is kind of greenish in this light? I don't know. Let's see if I can. Bring more color. Kinda better. Not too much, maybe enough. Okay.
オイラたちもまさかカズハが姿の彩り祭の客人として稲妻に帰ってくるなんて思わなかったぞ。
実を言うと、招待状をもらった時は拙者も不思議に思った。しかし長く外をさすらっていたゆえ、この機に故郷に帰り、個人を忍ぶのもいいと考えたのでござる。
I would still. I'm curious. What would it be? Because they met Dryden Shogun once in a cutscene, in a very passionate way. Let's just say it like that. And how it would be if they would like meet again, in like a more traditional matter, and they would talk. Would there be any tension? Probably, but I would be curious, or it would be like, okay, you killed my friend. It wasn't even you, but it was you. You programmed, and you know what? Let's just not talk about it. Maybe something like that.
カズハ、さっき遠くからお前を見かけたとき、何か探してるみたいだったけど、何かあったのか？
先ほど皆と共に船を降りた時、突然近くにとても軽い足音を聞いたのでござる。あれは決して一般乗客の足音ではなかった。しかし拙者が振り返った時、そのものはすでに消えており、残ったのは桟橋から聞こえたポツンという音のみ。
So it's a hydro character, you
相手
say?
の姿は見えなかったが、足元に奇怪な紙切れを見つけたのでござる。
その紙ってもしかして詩が書かれていたか？
Oh, the piece of paper. I almost forgot about those.
どうしてそのことを？よもやそのようなことが起きていたとは。
Sorry. Kazuya, can you show us that piece of paper?
もちろんでござるよ。
The Five Cousins Splendor Akahito. Long have I been famed, and since my youth I had great ambition. I stamped every new verse with a scarlet seal, and thus was I known to all. But last year, when we presented our verses, mine was found to be taken from poets past. For the theft and deception, I was banished into the wilderness. The five radiant lights never shall be again. Oh, how the tides do shift.
この前見た葵の翁の詩では最後に赤人のことが書いてあったけど、やっぱり今回のは赤人についての物語みたいだな。つまり赤人は赤色の印象を使うのが好きだったからこの画号になった。だけど盗作行為が将軍にバレてしまって追放された。なんていうか今回の物語はなんだか不吉だな。
Well, the other stories weren't much better either.
拙者は別に良くない物語だとは思わないでござるよ。拙者もかつては幕府の指名手配人であった。赤人と大して変わらぬ。
Oh, you see a parallel in there.
この物語の赤人は悪いことをやったんだから将軍に追放されたのは自業自得だ。カズハとは全然違うぞ。
Well, now it doesn't. It's not considered as wrong, but at that time it was against the law what he did. And even when they ended this conflict, at that point he was turning against the shogun.
お前はどう思うんだ？
The seal mentioned in the story. Maybe it can help Shincho?
先ほど署名を書くのが遅いことを悩んでいる友人がいると話していたが、いいゆえと稲妻においては確かに印象は署名に相当すると言われている。これは良い方法になるやもしれぬな。船で海を渡っていた頃、暇つぶしに彫刻などをしていたでござる。もしも印象を作るのであれば拙者も力を貸せるであろう。
おお、やったな。じゃあ早速アルベドに相談しに行こうぜ。
New painting in pale scarlet. Okay, let's just teleport there. But I don't know where. Oh, it's not far. Yo.
アルベド、行く秋を手伝う方法を見つけたぞ。
やはり五河川の物語はまた現れたか。そんな方法まで一緒とは。印象。そうだね。確かに効率の高そうな方法だね。それなら行く秋は筆跡の問題に悩まなくて済む。しかし、
However, is there another
行く
problem?
秋は以前すでにサインを読者に公開したことがある。もし今回の新刊で印象を使えば誠意が足りないと思われてしまうんじゃないかな。僕にもう一つ考えがある。もちろん印象もそのうちの一部だ。今から右遊亭へ向かい、みんなと相談してみよう。
Well, the stamp should be like Shincho's signature. And then it's the same thing.
おかえりなさい。
So now we teleport. Upstairs? He's not down here. There he is.
さあ頑張ってください、陳玉先生。今日書かれた字は目まぐるしい進歩を遂げています。きっと昨日の特訓が効いたんですよ。
ダメだ。もう腕が上がらない。こうなることが分かっていれば今までも書道の授業で小説を読んだりしなかったのに。
先ほど10分も休憩したところですよ。もう少し頑張ってください。
主任、さすが我々の中で最も恐ろしい原稿催促をするお方。
道理で八重様は面倒な作者に対していつも最後には主任を出向かせるのね。恐ろしいぜ。ちょっと見ない間に行く秋がまるで魂の抜け殻みたいな感じになっちゃってるぞ。
Zombified
編集士
is
に
the expression.
実は先ほどいい方法を見つけたんだ。みんなリーユエと稲妻では印象が広く使われていて、一般的にサインと同等のものとして扱われる。この考えを応用すればサインをより簡単にすることができるはずだ。もちろん印象だけでは不十分だ。だから2つの要素でサインを構成するのはどうだい？まずは個人の印象。これは陳玉先生のサインを模型にして作る。同時に僕が陳玉先生に美しくかつ書きやすいものをデザインする。先生はそれぞれの小説にそのデザインを書くだけでいい。
そうですね。
I kinda don't understand.
この方法なら問題ないでしょう。作者の直筆も入っていますし、見た目も間違いなく良いものになりそうです。
本当か？つまり僕。
主任、思ったんですが、以前現場でのサイン販売を諦めたのって作家先生のサインに時間がかかってしまうことを考慮したからですよね。
It suddenly occurred you.
ですが、この形でのサインなら現場でサイン販売ができるんじゃないでしょうか。それに全ての作家先生がこの形を採用すれば、陳玉先生のサインだけが浮いてしまうという事態も防げるはずです。
ああ、君たちさえ良ければ僕も喜んで他の作家先生にサインをデザインしよ
印象の彫刻は拙者に任せるでござる。
それでは今から新刊即売会に出席される他の2名の作家先生に連絡してまいります。
Okay.
白亜先生にサインを作っていただけるなんて光栄です。
俺の失明は複雑だからサイン販売には向かなかったんだ。これでやっと夢が叶う。
よかった。みんなこの案に賛同してくれたみたいだな。
何日にもわたって陳玉先生にはご苦労をおかけしてしまい本当に申し訳ございません。どうぞごゆっくりお休みになってください。あとすでにサインの終わった小説については今後八重堂のイベントで特別特典として使わせていただきますね。
これでやっと解決ですね。
みんなのおかげで僕も小野寺さんも苦境から抜け出すことができたよ。
やっと自由になれたな。外に行って新鮮な空気でも吸ってこいよ。
That was easy. So, what other complications will we have?
まだ時間があるけど、これからどうするんだ？
皆さん、イベンティ？
ここにいらっしゃるんですね。あれ、綾香と銀融やろうじゃないか。なんでお前たちが一緒にいるんだ
Well, is it?
実は先ほど姿の彩り祭会場で開かれる生け花稽古場の手配をしていたのですが、下記から奇妙な紙切れを見つけたのです。その時こちらの銀融詩人の方がそばにいらっしゃって、ここ数日似たようなものを他にも見つけているのだと聞き、二人であなた方を探していたのです。
So we get 2 pieces of paper. One.
このお嬢さんが見つけた紙切れは僕たちが前に見つけたものとちょっと違うんだよね。
こちらです。ご覧ください。
The 5 keys in Splendor Suizune. I submerged the verses into clear water, and the truth did emerge.
今までのは詩の長さもみんな同じくらいだったのに、今度のは二言で終わってるぞ。
短い二言だけど、タイトルの横に書かれているわけでもなければ、紙の真ん中に書かれているというわけでもない。この字の配置はまるでこの二言以外に紙にはまだ他の内容があると告げているようだね。
この詩を言葉通りに解釈すると、紙を水に入れれば真実がおのずと浮かび上がるとなる。それで一つ思い出したんだけど、僕の家には古代の不思議な話をまとめた古い書籍があるんだ。その本によると、水に触れると現れ、乾くと消える特殊な墨汁があるらしい。
じゃあ試してみる。
Interesting.
ちょうどこの近くに池があるみたいだよ。
Okay. So Venti was in the previous banner, I guess. Then so it's nothing next to Ayaka this time.
花と酒を手に景色を堪能しようとしたが、
Going over his poetry, I found that the plagiarized piece did not have his scarlet seal. I submerged the verses into clear water, and the truth did emerge. The the true verses were not F2P, but the text of that despicable crime faded. Aoi no Okina passed me by just as he was writing a verse for Akahito. One storm had yet to settle, and it was already time to write new poems.
墨染めが赤人の歌集を手に入れ歌集を小川に浸した。すると盗作だと言われていた歌の筆跡が溶け出していった。
印刷技術がまだ発達していなかった過去の時代では、手書きの文字は湿気によって簡単に滲んでしまうものでした。ですので文字を長く保つため、特殊な墨汁で書くか、書いた後に防水の塗料を塗っていたんです。特製の墨汁は作るのが大変でしたし、塗料の方も楽な方法ではありませんでした。それでも赤人の歌集は将軍様へ献上するための重要なものですから、きっと2つの方法のうちどちらかを使っていたのでしょう。しかしその盗作だと言われていた歌には赤人の印象がなかっただけでなく、水にさらされた時の状態ももともと紙にあった他の文字とは大きく異なっていました。
So this poem wasn't written by Akahito, it was added later by someone else.
じゃあ赤人は悪いことをしてないのに誰かに陥れられたってことか。
Yep.
ああ、これこそが墨染めの物語が僕たちに伝えたかった真実だろうね。悲しい物語だったけど、おかげで赤人と墨染めの絵の内容が決まった。カズハ、それにアヤカ、モデルになってくれる気はないかい？
Well, Kazuha Ayaka pairing would have been better. I think if Kazuha would be on this banner together with, I mean, at the same time banner together with Ayaka, I wouldn't even have wished for Ayato then, because I'd like to have Kazuha.
もちろん構いません。
拙者も良いでござるよ。
よし、じゃあこれで一気に2枚の肖像画が描けるな。うん、
それに4つの物語が集まった。五河川の物語もこれでやっと完成だね。
Really? So those will be two different portraits?
今は昔、稲妻に5人の歌人ありけり、世の人は五河川と。ある年、水光が天守閣に赴きて歌集を殿様に捧ぐ。されど葵の翁による歌の一枚破れたる咎めを受けにけり、水光は非を認めて曰く、昨晩大酒を飲みき、酔いし水光ににじりよるはある影なりけり。
その影こそ葵の翁。すべては素性の知れぬ者の目論み。脅されし葵の翁はやむなく歌の一枚を奪いに。いかにぞや奪わせしむか。ただ知るはその歌が友の赤人を読むることのみ。
赤人はかつて五河川の一人。名の赤は歌に朱印を残すことより期待。かように優れし書き手なれど、ある年に参らせし歌に他者より盗んだものはある。赤人は咎により追い放され、河川5人は4人になりぬ。
墨染めは赤人の歌集に目を通し、盗作に密朱印なしと知る。赤人の歌集を川に浸せば、盗作とされし歌の墨は波に流れけり。通りがかりし葵の翁、古き友を思い出し、目に映りしことを歌に読む。 後に水君が歌を捧げしとき、あの波風を立てり。
But there was a fifth cousin. Mm-hmm.
うーん。
What's the problem with Paimon? What's wrong? You seem upset, Paimon.
おいら、五河川物語を読んでからずっと気になってたことがあるんだ。五河川の物語ってもう一人黒主ってやつがいただろう。
Kuronushi.
でも五河川の物語はそいつが一切出てない状態で終わったってことだよな。
He did appear. I'm guessing. Not knowing, I'm guessing. We saw a hand.
まさか君は気づいてなかったの？
おい、銀融野郎、笑いすぎだぞ。おいらが何に気づいてないって言うんだ。
パイモン、実は今までの4つの詩に黒主の物語はすでに含まれていたんだ。
He was the one who tried to plagiarize. Or make it seem like Aoi, the other guy, plagiarized someone.
そうなのか？
この物語の要は、墨染めが歌集を洗うのを見た後、葵の翁が読んだ歌にあるんだよ。少女が小川で赤人の歌集を洗うシーンは、普通の人からしたら全くわけのわからない光景さ。それは葵の翁にとっても同じことで、彼は墨染めの行動を理解できなかった。その情景を見ても、ただ昔の友人を思い出しただけ。でも赤人を陥れた犯人からすれば話は違ってくるだろう。彼だけは不安を感じていた。もしもこの歌が将軍の目に触れれば、赤人盗作事件の真相がバレてしまうかもしれない。そうなったら身の破滅だからね。
Okay, I guess I'm more tired than I realized. I almost fell asleep at this
だ
point.
から彼は葵の翁を
Even though I'm interested.
歌を破り捨てるっていう強行手段に出たのさ。
じゃあ、葵の翁を脅したやつが赤人を陥れた犯人なのか？
The culprit is none other than Kuronoshu.
そいつが黒主だって？
Yep.
そう。この詩集は4編しかないけど、ちゃんと五河川の物語について語っているんだ。詩に出てくる将軍はどう考えても河川じゃないし、残りの登場人物を考えたら、この正体不明の謎の人物しかいないだろう。
お前たちに説明されて、おいらもやっとわかったぞ。
だけど、僕は今別のことについて考えている。五河川の物語は僕たちの周囲で発生したことと多かれ少なかれ関係があっただろう。
And that's the more interesting
だ
part
っ
of
た
it.
ら現実においても黒主のような存在がいるんじゃないかな。
Mm.
現実の黒主？
I mean, maybe someone who moves the pieces on the board, and basically because the people who has been portrayed, there's not an albedo portrait. I'm just saying.
そういえば、カズハがさっき何か思いついた様子だったけど。
カズハ？ 確かにさっきからずっとだんまりだよな。カズハに聞いてみようぜ。
うん？
カズハ、どうかしたのか？さっきからずっとこの真っ白な画布の前に立ってるけど。
You look like
顔色も悪いみたいだぞ。
Peter Parker.
すまない。これは僕たちの勝手な予測だけど、もしかして五河川物語が君に何か思い起こさせたかい？
確かに先ほどいくつか思い当たる節があったが、拙者の家系にある古い話のことなのでござる。無論皆に話してもよいが、これ以上皆を煩わせたくはない。
カズハ、オイラたちはお前の友達なんだ。迷惑なんてことないから気にするな。
楓原さん、失礼ですが、そのことはもしかして雷電五家伝と関係することでしょうか？
雷電五家伝？なんだそれ。
どうやら拙者も綾香殿も同じことを考えていたようでござるな。これは社奉行とも関係のあること。綾香殿、皆に話してもよいだろうか？
ここにいらっしゃるのは皆さん信頼できる方々です。お話しするのは構いません。ですが説明が難しいことですので、まずは私から雷電五家伝についてお話ししましょう。皆さんも知っての通り、社奉行は祭祀活動や文化の伝承を管理しています。その中においては稲妻の鍛造技法も雷電五家伝とはかつて稲妻の最上位にあった5つの鍛造流派なのです。この5つの家系は刀鍛冶の名家でありながら、社奉行においても重要な官職についていました。しかし残念ながら雷電五家伝において現在に至って受け継がれているのは雨の間流のみ。そして一神殿は技法は失われてしまったものの、その末裔はまだ存続しております。楓原家こそが一神流派の末裔なのです。
カズハの家が身分の高い武家だっていうのは知ってたけど、まさか社奉行や刀鍛冶とも関係してたなんてな。
されど遥か昔のことに過ぎぬ。一神殿は拙者の曽祖父の代にはすでに没落していた。曽祖父の無為無策に祖父は不満を抱えていたようでござる。家業を再興させる方法を探るべく若い頃にテイワットを旅したそうだが、それも失敗に終わった。そして拙者の代には唯一残っていた屋敷までもがなくなってしまったのでござる。
以前お兄様から聞いたことがございます。雷電五家伝の没落はとても早く、わずか数十年のうちにそのうちの3家が数々の不幸に見舞われ、やがて完全に姿を消したそうです。このように言うものもございます。あれらの不幸はすべて雷電五家伝を断絶するために誰かが裏で操作していたのだと。とはいえ雷電五家伝が完全に消失したというわけではありませんでしたので、このような意見も結局はただの噂とされました。
拙者もずっとそのように思っていた。しかし拙者は曽祖父が若い頃に経験したある大事を知っているでござる。その一件は拙者たち楓原一族だけでなく、上里家の社奉行における地位さえも揺るがしかねぬものであった。五河川物語はまるであの一件の真相を暗示しているように思えたのでござる。
カズハ、あの一件って当時何が起きたんだよ。
あの一件の確証を得るためには、 まだ詳しく調査する必要がある。明日の昼、またここで落ち合うのはどうであろうか。その時、拙者の知るすべてをお主らに話そう。
Well, this is the most uninteresting part of this story. Because I couldn't care less. Okay. Let's go with the main quest first. Because I think we have the rest here. First, 12 to 14. Okay, there you go. It might be interesting if I wouldn't be so tired that I can barely pay attention. I don't know why that is. Basically just arrived home a few minutes before I started streaming, but after a long day, it wouldn't be. How did the investigation go, Kazuha?
かつて拙者の家に仕えていた古い使用人を訪ね、当時の経緯を聞いてきたでござる。一神殿が拙者の曽祖父の代にあった頃、とある古い鍛造図を用いて重要な御神刀を鍛造するよう命じられた。経験豊富な刀工たちが鍛造したにもかかわらず、その工程は困難を極め、出来上がった刀はどれも欠陥品であった。期限は目の前であるのに刀が完成しない。担当の刀工たちは罪に問われることを恐れて皆逃亡してしまったのでござる。
This is what Shincho and his fellow editor friends would have done if they didn't get the solution.
楓原家とシャブ業は調査を行い、曽祖父と上里家当主もやっとのことで海辺にいる刀工たちを見つけたが、しかし刀工たちの激しい抵抗に遭い、結局は逃亡を阻止できなかった。楓原家は傘下の刀工たちの離反を許すこととなったために厳しく罰せられ、それ以来没落していったのでござる。そればかりか、当時の上里家当主も脱走者に傷を負わされ、高齢も相まって間もなく亡くなった。
はい。あまりに突然の当主の逝去により、上里家はしばらくの間指導者不在の危機に陥りました。それだけでなく、その隙に乗じて裏切る者まで現れ、シャブ業でのチームを危ういものになったのです。この事件の影響は計り知れず、私の父が当主になった頃もなお、上里家は当初の名声を取り戻せていませんでした。
I see.
幸い、今はお兄様のおかげで良くなってきています。
当時の鍛造失敗は最終的に技術不足と結論付けられた。楓原家もシャブ業もずっとそう思っていたのだ。しかし五河川物語は技術ではなく、鍛造図の改ざんが鍛造失敗を引き起こしたと示唆していたのでござる。綾香殿、鍛造が失敗に終わった後、その鍛造図はシャブ業が保存していると拙者は聞いたのでござるが。 一つ頼んでもよいだろうか。
わかりました。帰って鍛造図をお探しします。後ほど上里屋敷にてお会いしましょう。
I kinda don't understand anything that's going on, really. It's just a backstory, but how is that relevant to what we have now? Okay. Grab that one as well. That will be the last thing. Ah, I had to get it. I get it.
流通のために作られた船は港に止まる。だからリーウェはあらゆる富が
I think I should have clicked on that one. So we have this. Huh? The palace, 9 in black. Oh, that one.
到着する場所だ。
五河川広場の混雑はだいぶ緩和されたが、まだ気を緩めることはできない。祭りだからと軽んじるな。これは重要事項だ。いいな。
は、九条サラ様。
Mm-hmm.
ん？お前たちか。何かあったのか。
Nothing to report about the stolen
何は
books.
ともあれ、問題が解決できてよかった。
Sorry for the inconvenience
これは
caused.
我々の責務だ。迷惑だなどと思う必要はない。こたびの姿の彩り祭では、祭りの秩序と治安を維持するのが我ら天領奉行の務め。何かあれば私に言うといい。
すごく忙しいみたいだな。何か大変なことでもあったのか？
大変というほどではない。ここ数日、列への割り込みや商品転売の報告をいくつも受けてな。それと、物好きな輩による顔出し看板の占拠。どれも些細なことだが、一つ一つを登記するとなると、やはり人手がいるんだ。
Sounds tough.
だが、これほどたくさん助けを求めてくれるのは、天領奉行が人々の信頼を取り戻せている証明でもある。姿の彩り祭の警備は将軍様の命令であり、民衆に天領奉行を再認識させる機会でもある。決して間違いがあってはならない。たとえどんなに疲れていても、向き合うのが当然だ。
でもそんな忙しい中、ここに来たってことは将軍様人形が買いたかったんだろ？オイラたちも欲しいなって思ってたぜ。
人形とは何のことだ？私はただ近くで見回りをしていただけだ。すぐに行く。
照れるなって。実はミコから聞いたんだ。前にお前が人形を買ってた時、朝早くから列の一番目に並んでたらしいな。
宮司様がそのようなことまで。はあ、いいだろう。私は常に畏敬の念を持ってこのことに向き合っている。花から隠すつもりはない。だが一つだけ訂正してもらいたい。
なんだ？
これは人形などではなく、御嶽鳴神主の御事大御所様像の形をした彫像だ。わかったか？
わかった。
こたびの御嶽鳴神主の御大御所様像は初めて発売される新しい型のものだ。購入は一人一つまでで、総数は300のみ。多くのものは朝早くから並んでいた。こんな時間に来たお前たちはおそらくもう手に入らんだろう。
そうだったのか。でもサラは朝早くから並んだんだよな。無事に手に入ったのか？
普段であれば必ずやこの手で御嶽鳴神主の御大御所様像をお迎えしていたが、今は姿の彩り祭における公務の方が優先だ。店が開かれる前から我々はすでに勤務を始めている。名残惜しいが今回は諦めるしかなかった。
そっか、残念だな。
So we're gonna jump in?
だから私の代わりに他の者に買ってもらうよう手配した。
Yep.
買ってたのかよ。でも一人一つ限定なんだよな。すごく人気の人形。
Well, then
商
it
用
just
だし、代理のやつに買わせるのは難しいんじゃないか？
then it just has to be a person who doesn't want the figurine to themselves. I
私も
guess.
それで困っていたのだが、連日公務に励んでいた私をねぎらって八重宮司様がとある専門家を派遣してくださったのだ。専門家が誰なのかはわからないが、大方鳴神大社か社奉行所属のものだろうと思って私も深くは聞かなかった。もうすぐ来る頃だろう。今回は宮司様がいてくださってよかった。代理買い付けをしてくれるものを探すのは一苦労だからな。
So again, you're more friendly than your meeting with the last time.
何せ早起きの気力と人気商品をその手につかむための大きな体格が必要だからな。
早起きする気力と大きな体格。
Why is it so interesting?
何の音だ？
Probably just the wind, just the leaves, or something more serious. Maybe it's a bird. Maybe it's a plane.
そうか。さて、少し長いしすぎたな。次の見回り地点へ向かわねば。お前たちが姿の彩り祭を無事楽しめることを願っているぞ。
So we will get some Sayu here? Okay, that means if Sayu is gonna be involved, then I'm gonna change the audio language, the voiceover to English. There.
Uh-oh, you found me. Sayu, what are you doing here? Oh, wait! Are you the professional? Shh, quiet. She might still be in earshot.
Sayu, have you been slacking off again?
No way. I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine. But after waiting and waiting, my eyes started to feel real droopy. And I only meant to take a short nap, a really quick one.
In short, you overslept.
Oh, if I don't buy one of these figurines, the 10-year commission Tengu will lock me up for life.
Surely not.
Sheesh. Goodness knows what Miko told you. I guess my only hope was to sacrifice my salary for this month and buy one off of someone who got here in time.
Let me negotiate the prices for you. I'm good at driving a hard bargain.
Really? Great! Then, here's my salary. Please don't spend it all.
Size salary.
Festivals always attract so many people.
Passers-by. Huh?
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth.
Am I going this one at this point? No, I'm doing this one. For Sayu. So if I would have done this quest first, then I wouldn't have noticed that Sayu is there. Because that means that I just...
And those that come across.
I just got into another quest accidentally. Oh, there you are.
Everyone, I've managed to find the old diagram. Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell that it's seen at least 3 or 4 centuries of history.
Whoa, that's pretty old. Is it still possible to find any evidence of tampering?
At this point, we can only try our luck and see how we fare.
Watching blueprint. Oh, are we going to get a new blueprint?
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can still see that some words have now started to smudge. Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone framed the Kaedehara clan all those years ago.
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late. When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. But my grandfather was only scolded for being too foolhardy. Yesterday, the former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him and his subordinates to try to forge the sword.
I just realized that I left it in English. Well, maybe it will be easier for me to concentrate this time in English. And after that I will go with the Sayu quest anyway. And I'm only using English because of the Sayu voice actor, who is the Pithew. And, you know, homage to her, you know. I kind of don't know how to pronounce it, that word.
Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, if you can't find the secret within, then the Ishin art deserves to fade from the world. My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again, even till the day of his passing. Looking back at it now, the argument between the two of them was simply meaningless.
Oh, Kazuha.
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young. But later in life, he no longer bothered with the forging arts. It appears that his failure took quite a toll on him.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, "If you can't find the secret within"? Did he use those exact words?
Yes. The servant said that he personally heard those words, and still remembers them very clearly. My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Wait, Abedo, are you trying to say?
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, "Your skills aren't sufficient"? But instead he said, "If you can't find the secret within." Don't you find that a little strange?
Huh? Oh. So you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to someone's tampering?
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is highly likely.
I apologize, but would you all please accompany me to the Tenryou Commission? After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last remaining estate, which contained all of my family's old belongings. I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belongings. If I can find them, we might be able to get some clues.
All right, let's get moving.
Alrighty. In Inazuma City, I guess. Yep. So the main thing is that we are going to clean Kazuha's name. Is this quest line about that? They were closing on that pretty from the far side.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Sorry, nothing happened, sir. We're just here to ask about something.
Kujo Sara. Perhaps you still remember me.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision Hunt decree. However, your arrest warrant has since been repealed.
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaedehara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryou Commission. Do you know where all their belongings are now?
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has come back to Inazuma, those items should be returned to their rightful owner.
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings. I just want to investigate them for a personal matter.
But why would you... are those not yours? Why wouldn't you, like, okay, if they are mine and I get it. No, I just want to take a look at them. You can keep them.
I see. All right, I'll inform the police station. They'll take you into the warehouse.
Thank you, Sara.
I don't understand. Rightful owner. Isn't he the rightful owner?
About the Vision Hunt decree.
That's all in the past now, Kujo Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles. However, may I ask something of you?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. As a result, those items from my family's estate are of no use to me. Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
All right, I understand. I'll be sure to take care of it.
Interesting. So actually I got an answer to my question. That why does he not take back his belongings?
You must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. Please, come this way.
the voice actor there is like pretty calm. It's an interesting tone.
The Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered throughout in order to save space. My deepest apologies. However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require any assistance.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building, I propose we split up and look for clues.
Yes, sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help, everyone.
Okay, let's go in order. Ayaka, how's it going for you?
It's you. I'm currently investigating the sword rack.
Oh, since the Kaedehara clan was a family of renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable, right? Maybe it's a treasure of the Ishin art!
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the swords placed here appear to be quite ordinary. Due to the dire financial situation of the late Kaedehara clan, everything of value has probably been sold off already. The blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt. Perhaps Kaedehara used it for training as a child.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Kazuha. Wow, so it really was Kazuha's! Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find anything interesting.
What did you find, Shincho?
I found quite the pile of old books. These books here are all related to smelting steel, and these are about the process of forging blades. This pile over here is all about plants and flowers.
The books about plants and flowers must have belonged to Kazuha's great-grandfather.
Could there be any clues in the
I
books?
skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth noting. I shall take a closer look and let you know if I find anything.
There must be some around here somewhere.
You're looking for booze. What are you looking for,
Do you
Auntie?
see all these pots here? Some of them are bound to have liquor inside, right?
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help, and you're over here looking for a drink!
I merely jest, of course. Come on, we're close to uncovering the truth now. Why do you look so worried?
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sara to sell all these belongings. What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha lose the chance of finding out what really happened all those years ago? You know, just saying.
I know you are worried about Kazuha, but if you ask me, he is stronger than you think. Since Kazuha made such a request to Sarah, that indicates he's already made his choice. Whether we find out the truth or not today, or whatever it turns out to be, he's ready to accept it.
Okay, is this your Archon's intuition speaking?
No, not intuition. Rather, I've lived for a long time now, so you could say I have some experience in reading people. Leave the things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
Alright. Actually, I didn't want to teleport, so I don't know what. Whatever. Okay. Just wanted to. Maybe this one. Okay, so what I wanted to do is to make my portrait disappear. Like that. So, just being a little more self-conscious about that I'm almost falling asleep. I'm gonna be honest here. So I'm almost falling asleep, and I want to like move around a bit.
Osmanthus wine.
That way that I wouldn't just sit in one place for being on the screen. It's not that important. So it's more like just
It's you.
being able to follow the
Unfortunately, I have
conversation.
yet to find anything of value here.
Whoa, this folding screen looks pretty old though.
Yes, perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. However, I doubt it could be sold in its current condition. I was taking a closer look just now and noticed a large piece of dirt caught in the fabric fibers on the back side. The soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazuha's grandfather.
Isn't that an important discovery? Why don't you think this is any value?
Because this is not what we're looking for now. Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message behind, I would probably choose to leave it on something a little more special.
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty hard. We better not bother him.
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at.
Oh, seems Kazuha discovered something. Let's go see what he's got.
Dead bonsai tree.
This flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was left behind by my great-grandfather.
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. Most of his prized plants were given to others once he became seriously ill. But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away in his will. My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exactly as it was. But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have left it behind for other reasons.
Like there's a secret in it.
Now that you mention it, this flower pot is kinda suspicious.
Now that you mention it, you didn't see anything about it.
Yes. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
We finally found something! It's only a bunch of blank paper.
But water will reveal secrets.
Do you think someone already discovered the compartment and swapped the contents?
No, we just learned about water revealing secret.
No,
and
I do not
writing.
think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's very old.
Maybe we need to try using water again.
You mean to say that these sheets have been written with special ink, like that which Miss Kamisato found before?
Definitely.
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a dunk then.
There is a pond outside the police station. I'll use the water there.
Are we going to teleport? I guess. You see me, Castor?
Well, how did it go? Those weren't just plain old sheets of paper, were they?
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin to appear on it. It is a letter, written by my great-grandfather.
Oh? What does the letter say?
It's something you can share with us
It
too?
is. I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time, but before that, I wish to take you somewhere. Everyone, please follow me.
To the seaside. Let's go from here.
Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
Is the space related to the contents of the
It
letter?
is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan tracked the fleeing swordsmiths to this very location. Our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here where they encountered the culprit who framed the Kaedehara clan and the Raiden Gokaden. It reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. I don't have much longer in this world, and after much consideration, I've finally decided to disclose the matter. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths. Rather,
it was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight, only a single eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Gokaden. That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated. Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection with the name Niwa. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara family. Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kunikuzushi." He then turned and left.
And who is Kunikuzushi? Paimon Velasco.
Wow. So that's what really happened.
Yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging diagram had been tampered with by Kuni Kazushi. However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened. Because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, to protect his loved ones, he closed the family business. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Ishin art. But as a father, it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children and grandchildren."
So all those harsh words he said were because he was worried about his son's well-being?
Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind the tampered diagram all those years ago, perhaps my great-grandfather would have told him the truth. Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather's words. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here. What are your thoughts?
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety concerns. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not an ordinary enemy. I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kuni Kazushi. Rest assured, we will act cautiously.
How are you feeling?
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. But now I've managed to calm myself. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge and be deceived by things of the past. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid nonetheless. I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, there are also things we wish to strive for. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. I will live on just as my great-grandfather had hoped. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye.
That's Kazuha, always sensible. Classic Kazuha, optimistic as always. I like this one.
These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito.
Are we going to get the last portrait? Oh. Really? Oh, because of Rito. So it's not a person, but the place where. Yeah, the rest, okay.
Huh, you didn't manage to get one either? That's strange. When I came to line up this morning, I checked with my friend who'd already bought one.
So this is about the
She'd been
figurine.
lining up since before sunrise, and she was around the 100th in line. I was only 150 places behind her, so surely I should have gotten one. Something's wrong here. I'm gonna go ask the shopkeeper for an explanation.
After coming all this way to Inazuma, and especially getting up early, I still walk away empty-handed. The first batch was smaller than I expected, and who knows when the next batch will come out. Well, since I'm here now, I guess I should buy some other souvenir instead.
So here they are put on display. Still nobody can buy any of them. Interesting.
Why so glum? Didn't manage to get your hands on a statue of Her Excellency, the almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder, by any chance?
Scammers.
Sell it? Huh. I ain't selling. Not after all the effort I put in to get a hold of this. Go ask someone else.
I can't believe it. I am definitely done for this time. A whole load of people are saying they didn't manage to get one. Did the shopkeepers get the count wrong or something? Oh, why don't we go ask at
Ipekasu.
Might as well. I guess there's nothing to lose. Attract so many people.
Ipekasu, where is that exactly? Where is Ipekasu? Wait. What? What? Hey,
Terribly
wait.
sorry. I was otherwise occupied this morning and
This
had
is
someone else
Ipekasu.
watch the shop. So I don't know all the details, but according to our records, we did sell the full 300.
Hey, what about those ones at the back? Aren't they for sale?
I'm sorry, those are display only. Please don't be too disappointed. We're only selling a limited number of these statues at the festival, and this was only the first batch. Please rest assured, you will all have the chance to purchase one in the future.
But when will the next batch be ready? Also, this poor guy came all the way from Mondstadt. He got here earlier than me and was at least 50 places ahead of me. Even he didn't get one. How do you explain these numbers?
Look, I don't know a whole lot about Inazuman festivals, but they do seem to have sold out pretty quickly.
I'm terribly sorry, but I've triple-checked the sales records for this morning, and everything seems to be accounted for.
Maybe they didn't even have that many, and they are just saying that, oh, it was 300, but maybe there were like 30.
Why don't we get the Tenryou Commission to investigate this?
The Tenryou Commission? No way.
What's the problem with that?
Sorry, who are you?
This is the professional from the Yashiro
Oh,
Commission.
are you saying this falls under the Yashiro Commission's jurisdiction?
Yeah, it does. We will follow up on this matter. So there's no need to go to the Tenryou Commission. They're busy enough as it is.
Okay, now this is getting just interesting, suspicious.
That's weird. How come Sayu's so motivated to work all of a sudden? Shh. If the Tenryou Commission finds out about this, Kujo Sarah will come ask me about it. And then she'll find out that I didn't buy her figurine. And...
Sayu is supposed to be Miko's handpicked professional. She technically should have been the first in line.
Anyway, we can't get the Tenryou Commission involved. Not unless there's no other way.
Huh. Well, since someone's already on the case, I suppose I'll just wait for the findings.
Since I came all this way and didn't get a figurine, I guess I might as well look at what else is available.
Thank you both for your understanding. We will make an announcement as soon as the results of the investigation come out.
So we're supposed to be investigating, but we don't have any leads at all. Oh, maybe the customers really did make a mistake with the count. If only we had a witness who'd been here the whole time.
Technically, someone was here the whole time, just not witnessing.
You mean me? Sorry, I was asleep.
Did you hear anything in your
Did
sleep?
I hear anything? Let me think.
I'll take these, please.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Thank you. Patronage. Oh yeah! Now I remember. I heard thank you for your patronage over and over again this morning. Huh? How many times? 300?
You don't have to give an exact number. Roughly how long did each transaction take?
I got it. There were at least 16 snores between each thank you for your patronage. That's not how you count it! 16 snores should be about 1 minute. And if we add on the time for moving the boxes and stocking the shelves...
It should take at least 5 hours to sell everything.
Right! Sales only started about 4 hours ago, so there's definitely a problem with the amount. Which means, even though I only woke up just now, I still have a chance of getting my hands on one. Maybe.
A minuscule chance, but yes, you're not wrong.
Anyway, maybe I failed my mission because a bad guy did something tricky, not because I was being lazy. So then, who's the bad guy? Well, the shop was pretty strict with this promotion. Not only was there a 1 per customer limit, they even checked people's identity. So there's no way anyone could have bought more than one.
I wonder if transaction took so
And
long.
with SARS people patrolling the area, no one could have cut the line, right?
By process of elimination? The remaining option is...
Someone was up to no good. They definitely try to find a way to sell the figurines at a higher price. Let's go ask the guy who says he had to put in a lot of effort to get a hold of one. Maybe he knows something.
Talk to Junpei.
Huh? You want to know how I got my hands on the statue? Dream on!
Huh? Why? It's not like we're trying to buy yours off you.
It's a no, okay? No more questions.
Huh? How come?
Staff member sold it to you, huh?
How did you know?
We're professionals.
Oh, right. Yeah, we are professionals.
Okay, fine. Since you guessed it anyway, But let me be clear. Don't spread this around. I came here bright and early to line up, but the first batch of statues sold out almost immediately. I wasn't very happy about that, so I went around to the back door of a Pithew to see if I could find a shop assistant to ask about when the next batch would be coming out. To my surprise, I saw him moving boxes and boxes worth of statues out of the store. Needless to say, I was all ready to march up and demand to know what was going on. But...
Give you a figurine to keep you quiet?
Yes. But I paid the shop assistant full price for it, so it was still a legitimate transaction.
It's not for you to decide whether it was a legitimate transaction or not.
I mean, it would be for him, but he's not good at it.
Huh? It's the Tenryo Commission?
The Tenryo Commission has received reports that someone has been hoarding goods to resell at extortionate prices. Now, these are not classed as strategic materials, so some amount of price fluctuation is expected in the market. However, it is against the law for a staff member to abuse their position to forge sales records and misappropriate goods. We have already investigated the situation at a Pithew. The sales records are correct, but in the cash box, there are 2 bags in which most of the cash has been replaced with stones.
But how can this be?
Please hand over your statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, as evidence. We will compensate you for your loss once we catch the individual responsible.
Fine. So this guy was cooking the books. Never saw that coming.
You guys figured this out pretty quickly, Sarah.
And he shouldn't have had, like, that big of a mouth.
In fact, we were only just tipped off. We're still working on the logistics of the arrest operation. Who's this?
Yikes! I've been spotted.
This is Sayu.
Oh, you must be the professional Lady Guji hired. I was just wondering why I hadn't seen you yet.
We were investigating the missing figurines. Oh, I mean, statues of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
Is that so? Then thank you. The Tenryo Commission will take over from here. Rest assured, we will get to the bottom of the matter.
About your statue.
Sayu has been lining up since
Really?
last night.
Thank you. So, where is the statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder?
But she saw someone misappropriating the statue.
Oh, yeah. Sayu spent the whole night investigating the staff. So, by the time she got back, she was just too late to buy one. Yeah, right. I definitely would have made it back in time to buy one, if only it hadn't been for someone stealing the statues.
I see. So in the end, you did not manage to purchase a statue, correct?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Don't blame yourself. The criminal is the one responsible here. The important thing now is to devise a plan to bring him to justice as swiftly as possible. According to the intelligence, the suspect has already started reselling the statues near the festival venue. But he is lying low and operating very discreetly. If we confront him head-on, he's likely to destroy the evidence and dash. Instead, we will seek to quietly surround him. But in order to achieve this, we will require one person to approach and distract him. Since you've spent the whole night thoroughly investigating this situation, I can think of no one else more suitable to gain his trust than you. Would you be willing to help the Tenryou Commission one final time?
One final time. This will be the final time.
What? Right. Leave it to us. Today is the final stage of the Irodori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled. Let's take a stroll.
Ah. Fuck you, Paimon. Oh, because now it's free. Okay. So now again another quest. Switching between the two. Okay.
Hello, traveler. Paimon?
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Paimon wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. You'll see what it looks like then. I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. They gave me some very valuable suggestions.
Things are starting to sound pretty mysterious. Sounds pretty suspicious if you ask me.
Is that so? Anyway, there is still time before the ceremony. You may have a look around the venue first.
For my friends. Hey, Neko is here as well.
Well, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hey, what are you two doing together? Don't think we didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came over, you stopped talking.
Is that so? I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure you two wouldn't be interested.
Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Forget it. Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still never let us know.
Then we will be on the last portrait. Definitely we will be on the last portrait. Or Paimon. Yo.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you.
Did today's signing go as planned?
Indeed it did. Thanks to you,
Indeed it did.
the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem most satisfied.
Shincho, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken, though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, I have been on the watch for tourists from Liyue. After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please, remember to keep it a secret.
Don't worry, we got you
Then,
covered.
please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
Don't miss the official
Yeah,
stall
so-
today.
Please, get in line over here.
The Kamisatos.
Ah, greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
Yes,
There were many things which required my attention these past few days.
I should have made a picture with both of them and the traveler.
Fortunately, the Irodori festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival, so at long last, I can take a break today.
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
Oh, we are waiting for Toma.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot his wall.
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to ever put his duties to the side and relax. So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
Keep losing attention. I want to finish this because this is like, I don't even understand how is it so tiresome for me. Actually, I was just saying that should have made a picture. Traveler.
There's still a long road ahead.
I mean, who else could be a good addition here with the Kamisatos? Kinda. Nobody would fit. I think. Actually, Toma.
Where are we headed this time?
Well, which direction should I?
Just turn my diary into a light novel.
Why do things have to be this way?
Maybe standing like this? Okay. Let's make this disappear. Like that. Like that. That's very cool. Eat, my man.
Hey,
But
how about we go for a
talk
nice
first,
meal
I guess.
sometime? My treat, of course.
Eat, man. Of course not. Come on.
I really did spend a lot recently. Only 10 mora left. Still, 10 more is better than no mora.
That's true. No. No. Not really. Okay, at least close enough. There we go.
Maybe I could just
So I could have made a picture with Shincho as well here. I guess I'm gonna do it with bikini. Well, I'm gonna say where does the song go? Can I still have like this? I will lose the sun. I will lose the sun. Maybe just a little bit of the that was very short. Quick magic. There. I'm not gonna do too much. It was the last one here. Not the last one because there's still one more. Here's definitely.
If you're tired from walking all around the festival, how about you sit right here and try my Inazuman snacks?
Why? Why is she stepping forward that much? Can I just? I don't want to.
Tired from walking all around the festival, how about you sit right here and try my
Can I do
Inazuman
it?
snacks?
I did like this. No, I can't. You know what? Can I sit? Let's do it like that then. Okay. Okay. So who's the last one? And it's gonna be Kazuha and Abedo. No, just Kazuha by himself.
Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the festival?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never really to my liking.
Are you really alright, Kazuha?
I knew you were still worried about me. Thank you, but please, don't worry. The things I said in front of everyone weren't just pretty-sounding excuses. Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through. Instead, all you would see were soldiers from the Kanjo Commission, guarding against possible intruders. But now, it's become a bustling place. Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah, Inazuma's already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar to this country. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of their burdens. And when they finally let go, they are free to follow the wind as they please.
It's time for the portraits unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the 5 Kasen Plaza.
Let's see. Oh, it became daylight very quickly.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Irodori Festival. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival. And now we will reveal the final portrait of the 5 Kasen, Kuronushi, which was done by none other than our guest artist from Mondstadt, Calx.
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1.
Hmm? The face.
What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background.
Huh. Okay, I was mistaken.
I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character.
Oh, or was it on purpose?
Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative process behind this piece.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the 5 Kasen. The 5 Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, poems were composed about them, and they became the subjects of many stories. I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deepest and most differing of the 5 Kasen. Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the 5 Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this character to everyone's own imagination. After all, the Irodori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's Albedo for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval.
But it was still lazy.
Well, it seems that our adventures at the Irodori Festival have come to a close.
Are you sure? Aren't you forgetting something, Paimon?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There was still someone who was putting the piece of papers like everywhere, so somebody was doing something in the background.
Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the 5 Kasen for us to find.
But I have an inkling who it might be.
Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon!
First, it's someone that knows every one of us.
Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the right person every time.
Also, they are connected with the Kadehara-kan?
Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaidahara clan. Paimon gets it now. Well, at least Paimon thinks she knows. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this.
Look for that person. Rika? Welcome back, Almighty Shogun. Oh, Almighty Shogun? Don't worry about it too much. This is just something they say in the novel. I mean, pretty please. Kitsune Guji is the tale of a loser shogun and the Kitsune Guji who can do it all. You know, I did ask Lady if publishing such a novel was alright. But Lady said, don't worry about it, as long as it says it's all good. And in fact, this book actually sold pretty well. But every time I look at this text, I can only think, our shogun truly is a forgiving soul. Okay, so it's not Rika. There's the Shincho. There's Abedo. There's Emiko.
The one who left the stories of the 5 Kasen. I'm afraid you guessed wrong, Paimon. It
I
wasn't
did
me.
not guess. I thought that just...
Really? Paimon thought for sure you'd be the sneaky and tricky one.
But seeing as you stumbled upon me, you aren't far from finding that person now. Because other than me, there's only one person left.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
What do you mean?
An Aishin blessing now 10% off.
I mean, it could be Ayato. So that would be a logical thing. It was, I just thought that... So then it's Ayato.
Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the 5 Kasen!
Hey!
Don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
And jumping into the water just not to be discovered.
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind this wild hunt.
Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night. She thought it was interesting, so she asked me to tease them a bit.
Huh? So it was Miko after all! Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the 5 Kasen to guide you to the Kaedehara family's secrets was my personal touch. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was something which I had no choice but to do.
You had no choice?
Yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink, the kind that would only appear when exposed to water. What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan and the descendants of the Kaedehara clan, especially Kazuha.
Okay, so now we're at that point where he narrates or like tells us everything that actually happened, that actually we did. It's just like a recap of the story, what was happening. Why is whoever's doing this all the time? That it's like maybe there's one time before what will happen, one time when it happens, one time after recap, one time then when Paimon explains it. It could happen here even that Paimon will repeat the whole thing all over again. Or maybe after this we're gonna go to Emiko and she will also tell the whole story again with her perspective and reasoning.
The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. So now, this obligation fell on my shoulders. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered, but maybe he doesn't have the will that's required. In that case, the truth would only become a burden to him. If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place. In which case, it would be better to keep him away from danger altogether. Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this matter, right up until the night when a legend of sword was smuggled away.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
But why was everyone else involved?
Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You brought all of the rest of us into this plan of yours.
I figured you would ask this question eventually.
Yeah.
I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side. Reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble.
Like, again, it just says it double times in the sentence right after the other sentence that means the same.
Because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future.
So who is Kunikuzushi?
You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you? The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuronushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
Oh, so water. Oh, that's cool. I get it now. Oh no, and we're gonna have to use a hydro character, which is going to be Hayato again.
What's that? Jonyu.
Pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right?
Right. So we didn't need a character.
It's the Balladeer!
Whoa! Now that's something that I did not expect.
He was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
I mean, it makes sense because he is like the third version of the Raiden Shogun.
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. I wish to tell you of that incident now. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo-Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the Kaedahara clan.
Oh, so Sayu is also in disgust?
You mean he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave Inazuma by boat.
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, the identity of this person is not hard to guess. After he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaedahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the hidden compartment of the flower pot. I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find, though he couldn't confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, now on to my final question. Which part of Kaedahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected?
Kaedahara Yoshinori knew that the family was framed. Knew that the culprit was named Kunikuzushi. No, was spared by his opponent. The secret that needed to be protected, so the family was framed.
I don't have an answer to this question at present, so I'll leave it to your future self.
Oh, so nothing changes whatever I
As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Irodori festival.
Righty. So now we are finished with that one. And we still have some... I don't want to get... but I do have to. Don't want to. So I'm gonna finish the Sayu quest and then finish it for the day. And I hope that it's not a long one.
Who introduced you? I'm trying to keep a low profile here, so I'm afraid I don't take any new business except for referrals by existing customers.
If you're referring by the one who caught you stealing the statue.
That guy. Fine. He did technically buy from me, I suppose. But let me be clear. This product is highly sought after right now. I can't sell to you at the same price he paid.
You will not. Believe me.
Price has gone up again? But it's only been a few hours.
Well, you can take it or leave it. Believe me, there's plenty more room for upwards mobility on the price. It just so happens to be in my interest to get these off my hands sooner rather than later. Besides, good luck trying to find anyone else out there selling.
We gotta keep negotiating as long as we can.
Will this figurine keep its value over time? Can you give me a little discount?
I don't have time for this. Just name your price.
You name your price. So I have 200,000. need to be barely over.
Hey, at that price, why don't you just ask me to give it to you for free?
Then give it to me for free.
Fine, fine. I swear, if I wasn't in a rush to get rid of him... Ugh.
Hold on! Paimon thinks there's still some room for negotiation.
What's to negotiate? Do you want it or not? You think this is a game or something? If you're not serious about buying, quit wasting my time. I should be moving on to my next location by now, not stuck here arguing with you.
The next location you move to will be the police station. You are under arrest for abusing your position for personal gain and falsifying accounts. Do not attempt to resist. The evidence is indisputable.
The Tenryo Commission? When did you... Wait, all that negotiating...
It was just all in...
Stick 'em up!
Yeah.
Thank you for your help. The culprit has revealed the location where he stashed the statues, and we have sent people to collect them.
Great! So once Epekusu has counted the goods and stuffed the shelves, we can get back in the line to buy one, right? This time, I must complete my mission.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. The stolen goods will have to be kept as evidence at the police station for some time. They will not be available for purchase in the immediate future.
Paimon can't believe it!
I would be grateful if you could inform the shopkeeper about this. I should return to the station and see how things are going.
Although Sora didn't say anything, she seemed a little disappointed, don't you think? Aww. Is there really nothing we can do?
Maybe we might get a display version.
I see. Thank you. We'll make a compensation plan and announce it as soon as possible.
Okay, well, see then.
Wait, hold on. Although this statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, was only intended as a display item, now that I think about it, why don't you have it, as a gesture of my gratitude? After all, it was our negligence that caused trouble for you all on this occasion. This is just a small gift, a mere token, but I do hope you can accept it.
Yep, we can.
Really?
Shall we give this to Sarah?
Sounds good. As long as we give this to Sarah, my mission will be completed.
Yep.
Uh-oh. I've been so nervous all day, and now I can finally relax. I feel really tired all of a sudden. Please, take this figurine to the police station. Sayu, signing out.
Well, I can relate. I can relate pretty well.
What's the point of this story again?
Talk to Sarah. And she's probably gonna give it to us because she wanted to give it to us all along, or something like that, probably.
Look what we brought you!
Oh.
Yay.
Is this?
Yep.
We just grabbed it and came straight here. But now that Paimon takes a closer look at it, it's really well made.
Of course. This is a prototype designed by Yae Publishing House's top artist and crafted by the most skilled lacquerware master in Inazuma City. Otherwise, how could one hope to capture even 1,000th of the Almighty Shogun's majesty? let alone maintain it. To do that, you must buy a special kind of shrine and worship it properly. It's also essential to clean it often to avoid a buildup of dust, and it's best practice to hire a craftsman to perform regular maintenance.
Sarah! Sarah!
What's wrong? These are the 5 principles for maintenance of the statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder, and I haven't even finished explaining the first one.
I never knew there was such a fuss over these tiny figurines. I'm surprised Miko never mentioned it to me.
Your Excellency, this is most unexpected.
I had some spare time, so I decided to come out for a stroll. Oh, did you buy this figurine yourself?
It was her.
And also, sorry.
What?
Yep, it was me.
Oh, I didn't know you liked little trinkets like these.
Your Excellency, I've yet to finish the defense arrangements for the Irodori festival. Please excuse me.
Very well, thank you.
Watching Sarah leave, she looked kinda sad.
I have another such figurine in Tenshukaku, a sample sent by Yae Publishing House. I don't need it, so I think I'll gift it to you.
But we already have one.
I shall not go back on my word. I have committed to giving it to you. What you choose to do with it is your business. You're quite free to give it to somebody else, if you wish. Or to save you the trouble, I can have someone from Tenshukaku deliver it directly. But, of course, your name will have to be written as the sender.
Why does all this have to be so complicated?
Time on, no more questions. Just send it to the Tenryu Commission, please. Put Pithew as the sender.
Good. I'll have someone attend to this shortly. Oh, and I wish you a pleasant and enjoyable Irodori festival.
Alright, thanks. So this one is finished. Now we have 3 more quests. The dailies, this other one, not even close to finished. Especially the I'm so tired. Still, it took almost 3 hours to get to the end of this. Okay, well, we are gathering stuff still. Right now, I think I'm gonna take off here, and yeah. Sorry, it was not really that interactive, or not really interactive. It's more like active. It's just somehow this sleepiness just came to me, and like 1.5 hours ago I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep, and I sometimes I could barely just concentrate, even on the fact that I am in a conversation somewhere with some characters. Whatever. See you next time. Bye.